We are on our way to Texas.
Let's go someplace new.
Yeah, let's go to Texas.
How about MCKINNEY Falls?
We're on our way to MCKINNEY Falls State Park. So we've got a trip planned, our largest trip yet. This is a 7-week trip. First, we're heading south for the warmth. Today is February 1st. We're still kind of trying to get ourselves out of the cold.
It's above freezing.
Yeah.
Styling.
Yeah, that's important, especially when you're dealing with water in your tanks. We stayed at a Cracker Barrel in Missouri last night, and we're going to be heading to another Cracker Barrel this evening. And before we get there, we're stopping off at an RV sales lot to check out a Coachman Euro Class A RV. They came out with a new floor plan. Well, the Coachman Euro is new anyways, but then they recently came out with a new floor plan with no slides. So we're kind of looking to maybe down the road upgrade to something a little bit bigger for our RV. We're not sure if we're going to do a travel trailer or motorhome, but we're looking at the Euro LE, which doesn't have any slides. But this particular RV dealer didn't have the LE, but he does have, I believe he said the EU, which does have a slide, but it'll give us an idea of what it looks like on the inside. It'd be really cool if we could take it for a test drive. That would be neat, because we don't know how noisy the cabs are in the Class A's. We've kind of heard that Class A's can be pretty loud in the cab area. So we're going to check that out, and then we're going to head to our Cracker Barrel for a night, and then we're going to head to MCKINNEY Falls State Park. And what are we doing while we're at MCKINNEY Falls State Park?
Oh, for me, I'm going to work. We have an office in Austin, Texas, so I'm going to be going into work every day, and you're probably going to be editing video.
Yes, taking footage and editing videos, yes, and exploring the park. This is my first trip to Texas, so I'm excited. Of course, it's warmer in February than Wisconsin, and there's just so much to see. I think the state park that we're going to be staying at is only about 20 minutes from where you're headed for your office.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so it'll be a short trip. So we're gonna be at MCKINNEY Falls for almost 2 weeks, and then after that, we're gonna kind of make our way across Texas and then into Arizona and hit some national parks. So looking forward to it. So at national parks, we're gonna try to hit Saguaro National Park in Arizona, then
Joshua Tree
National Park, Death Valley National Park.
Oh, really? That's this trip?
Yeah, that's this trip. Yep.
Wow, we're doing a lot of driving this trip.
Yeah. Swing back around and hit Petrified Forest National Park. And then there's a whole bunch of state parks in Texas that are just going to be lovely, I'm sure. 7 weeks in our 19-foot RV. Think we could do it?
If you'd asked me 2 years ago, I'd have said no. But after the last year, it's been pretty good. So yeah, I think we could do it.
It's been pretty good. We're liking the RV life. As we made our way south, we came upon the world's largest gift shop and Redmond's Candy Factory. It was fun to see the variety of sweets available. I did find myself wondering what the pickle-flavored cotton candy would taste like, but wasn't brave enough to give it a try. We were too tired to make it to the next Cracker Barrel, so we stopped at the Choctaw Travel Plaza in Stringtown, Oklahoma for the night. We were with the big rigs, and it was noisy. The next day was Sunday, and as we were driving by Dallas, we decided to visit Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, which was led by Pastor Tony Evans for many years. After entering Texas, we experienced its impressive expressway system and drove past Baylor University. When we finally arrived at MCKINNEY Falls State Park, we were surprised at how busy it was for a Sunday evening.
So we're in Oak something.
Site 25, red oak or big oak.
Monday morning, I explored the park. They've got some lovely trails here, bike trails and hiking trails, and some falls that we're going to take a look at later. So I'm on I think it's called the Onion Trail, because there's an onion creek here. And there's just been these lovely groves of trees, lots of birds and deer. It's just been a really nice hike. It's in the upper 60s today. And we've got some hikers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Here it says, after Juneteenth, newly freed Daniel Alexander bought land nearby and founded his own ranch. He and his descendants bred horses for generations. Daniel is seen here with his wife Alice. Here is tenant farmer Sol Shaw as he poses in front of the stone walls in 1943. I noticed large birds in the trees and began stalking them with my camera to help with identification. I think they are black vultures. There's several different campgrounds, and we're in the Big Oak, Site 25. This particular campground, the Big Oak and the Little Oak, are a little bit closer to road noise. So if I were going to rebook, I might choose one of the other campgrounds, maybe the Grapevine Loop. But it's a really nice park, beautiful, large sites. We've got water and electricity, and there's a dump station here on site, here at the park. This is what it looks like behind our camper here. Kind of chilled out here yesterday. It's fun to see all the different rigs. Saw several Class A's and truck campers. So I was reading up a little bit on the history here at the state park, McKinney Falls State Park. So apparently, Mr. and Mrs. McKinney fell in love over their passion for horses, and they bred thoroughbreds here. And it was a horse ranch. And the house that I was showing earlier with the stones, that was the horse trainer's home. And he was here for 20 years before the Civil War, and he was working with the horses. A lot of the stone walls and interesting features that we see here at the park are from that ranch, from the McKinney Ranch from many, many years ago. So a lot of really interesting history here. I'm going to head over to the visitor center, see what I can learn there. Oh, it's closed. It's open Friday through Sunday from 9 to 4. Today's Tuesday. That won't work. So here we've got a McKinney Falls State Park map. We're right over here. We're located in the Big Oak camping area, kind of right over here. We're Site 25. And earlier today, I took a walk and I went this way, I went this way, and I headed over here and I went on the bike trail. This is Onion Creek Hike Bike Trail. I took that path all the way over here, came this way, back over here, and then I walked and kind of took a look at these other campgrounds. They've got the big cedar camping area with this little moss loop camping area. And then they've got this grapevine loop right over here. And I would say this area is a little bit quieter than where we're located. There's a lot of road noise here. I'm not really sure why. Maybe from this parkway. This is probably where I would go next time, somewhere along this campground here. And it says right now I'm up here at the visitor center. This is called Onion Creek. I'm wondering if we'll be able to do any kayaking along there. And apparently you can fish. You don't need a fishing license, so bring your fishing pole if you come. fun rock structures here. I think I need to get the map out, find out where I am exactly. Got a fisherman in the distance there. So here's another view. And here it looks like we've got a really nice shaded picnic area. I suppose if you're coming here during the summer, if you're gonna be picnicking in Texas, you're gonna wanna be under trees. This is us, campsite 25 to the left. This is called Onion Creek. I'm not getting an onion odor, but it definitely looks a little scummy. It'll be a little reminiscent of Boysen State Park with all the green algae in the water.
Oh, yeah. Although that was nice to look at. This is a little scummy to look at, too. What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm just wondering if that's it.
I don't think so.
We're still looking for Old Baldy.
I'm expecting something a little more spectacular than that.
So this is Onion Creek from up above. Looks a little less scummy from up here.
Well, that's because we're on the downstream of the upper falls. So this water has been aerated when it comes over the falls, so it doesn't get that algae. So yeah, this looks really clear.
Maybe we could find a place to launch over here then, where it's not so green.
It'd be easy to launch. It'd be really hard to get back up, though.
Yeah. Yes, it would. Let's go take a look and see how far down we'd have to go.
Throw the kayak over the edge and jump.
Oh, it is a little green.
Yeah, but it's not scum.
That would be an interesting launch.
Oh, we couldn't paddle this anyway. Look at all the rocks.
Oh, yeah. How pretty though. Look at all these cypress trees. You can kind of see them more from the top up here. We've got a very, very vertical trunk with very horizontal branches on the top.
That's cypress?
I think they call that the bald cypress.
Huh. Here I am learning about trees again.
I hope I'm right.
Here I am learning about trees from a rookie.
Absolutely. What was that?
The blind leading the blind.
I did not know that this was going to be such a lovely trail back here. Oh, it's got a boardwalk. Wow, this is fancy. Well, I got to turn this camera around again. What do we have here? Oh, this is talking about bald cypress. Austin's Tree of the Year program. It honored the bald cypress tree in 2012.
Oh, this is it right here, Mars.
Oh, this is it right here. Old Baldy stands with overarching branches and a regal stature. The bald cypress was once heavily harvested for lumber. All right, here we go. 500-year-old tree. Look at its roots, Todd. Look at that trunk. Wow. Wow, that's a really impressive root system. He's not going anywhere.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. The bark is even something to behold. I read on the state park's website, it said that think about when Leonardo da Vinci was first painting the Mona Lisa. This is when this tree sprouted.
That's cool, but I don't really know when he started painting the Mona Lisa.
Well, apparently 500 years ago?
Okay.
Ish. We saw Baldy. This is another cool tree. So many cool trees. So we're on the Rock Shelter Trail. And we just came from the Upper Falls and Old Baldy. There's some information down here I'm going to take a look at. Oh, this is talking about the rock shelter. Onion Creek carved its canal, and then a spring emerged from below the limestone ledge. The spring slowly eroded the rock, leaving the overhang that we see today. Let's go take a look over here. This is cool. Isn't this amazing?
The tree growing on top of it.
Look at that. This is really cool.
This would be cool to be here during a rainstorm.
The sign up there was saying that, of course, water carved this out.
Yeah, probably did.
Which is hard to think about right now when you look down at the low water levels that we're seeing. It's kind of like a green, yellow, I don't know what color, but then like, I think it said something about limestone. Oh, it's wet. And there's like these pockets of shiny rock. Does it get narrow over there?
It does.
What are you seeing? Describe it.
Rocks, dirt.
This is way cooler than I was expecting it to be. It's exceeding my expectations.
But does it warrant lovely?
It does warrant lovely.
Okay.
I deem it lovely.
Lovely is like a 5-star review from you.
I should have known this park would have good stuff. It had almost 5 stars with over 4,000 reviews. The trail opens into this wide, rocky terrain, just so unexpected. He found himself a snug little home. Oh, this is so cool. When I was visiting the Upper Falls yesterday, there was all these turtles sunning themselves, and then as soon as I walked close, they all plopped into the water. He looks just as green as the algae. The Lower Falls. All right, we just got done checking out the Lower Falls and the bouldering rocks. It's very cool. I wasn't expecting that terrain.
Yeah, it was cool. Almost looked like smooth lava.
Yeah, in a lot of places it did. And then moon craters.
Yeah.
You know, you get the sand and then the dirt and the trees and the creek, and then you've got all this bouldering rock and the limestone ledge. So, a lot of really cool things to check out here at the park. You can see why this is popular. I had called today to see if we could transfer to a different campsite. There was some construction road noise going on where we're staying. And she said, Sorry, we're all full.
If we'd have crossed the lower falls here, that opened up all of that.
Okay, so you have to cross
There.
lower falls here, which is that waterfall that we just took pictures of.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at all these trails back here. All right, good to know.
Tons.
Yeah. So what did we just do now? Let's start with our campsite way over here. We're located at the Big Oak camping area. I think we're about right there.
Yeah.
So what was our walking path?
Oh, we went from here down to here, and this is where I broke all the rules and cut across a campsite onto this trail.
Yes, you did.
And then we came down here. We kept going all the way down to the upper falls, which I don't see on here, but they're like right
there.
here.
Right.
So we went and looked at the upper falls, and then we hiked down here. This is where that oak tree was, or the
Baldy.
The
big cypress.
Yep, the bald cypress was right there. And then we actually weren't really on this trail. We were kind of down here along the side.
Is that where that ledge, that cliff was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then we went all the way down here.
All right.
Yeah, it's a nice hike.
Okay, so I'm out taking a hike. This is the Armadillo Path. Started out with the Onion Creek Path, and then it goes into the Armadillo, and it's just gorgeous. You can see the trees behind me. They're just so interesting. Their branch structure and their bark. Some have leaves, some don't. Really, really pretty. Let's see, today is Thursday, February 6th, I believe. It's like, I think the high 70s today. And, just like many other state parks during the week, there's not a whole lot of people here on the trails. Of course, then in the evenings and on the weekends, it really picks up. The trails were really busy yesterday evening with super nice weather though, too. This is what it is like to be in the back of the trailer when he's going only approximately 5 miles an hour in the campground heading to the dump station. Our first week at McKinney Falls State Park was lovely, and we took advantage of the warm weather. Thanks for watching, and join us next week while we continue to be out and about in Texas. So we are on our way to Louisiana. Not going to Louisiana.
We've already been there.
Yeah.